But respect is a two-way street, isn't it, Salman Soz? Many would say that the conduct in which opposition members of parliament have been behaving, both in the Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha, is unbecoming of parliamentarians as well. Running into the well of the house, raising slogans, carrying placards. That's not how you raise issues in parliamentary democracy either. But Radhika Khera, the onus eventually does lie on the government of the day to ensure parliament functions. The productivity for both houses have been under 40%, and we're halfway through into this session.
Good evening to all. Am I audible?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. See, Parliament is a temple of democracy, which has unfortunately been reduced to a battleground of destructions and dharnas by the opposition. This is the third consecutive week where focus has shifted from meaningful discussions to meaningless chaos. The opposition has turned the Parliament into a circus of disruptions and dharnas, abandoning any sense of responsibility towards the people of India. They know they don't have the numbers, yet they chose to create this entire thing. Why? Because they wanted to shift the focus on the question that we are continuously asking about Sonia Gandhi's relation with George Soros and why she still continues to be a co-chair or whatever that post that she has in that organization, which says that Kashmir is a separate country, and also the fact that they promote Pakistan and they favor Pakistan over India. Yet she chooses to be I believe she's the vice president of that organization. So when they are cornered and when they are exposed, the opposition has to run away. And when you have Kharge, he's accusing the vice president of bias. I mean, you're refusing to debate yourself. And you are saying that we are the ones who are doing bias. You are wasting the taxpayers' money second by second. And this is the third time in a row that you have not been elected. And still you are not learning from your mistakes. I don't know who's teaching what to Rahul Gandhi, but he should have learned by now. He's yet not been able to cross 100. And they're turning the parliament into a drama. The sister goes out, claps and dances and thinks that the parliament is a JNU campus. Then they have that filmography. He is a failed YouTuber. He is a failed travel blogger. He has failed with his cooking videos. Now he's resorting to making fun of the Prime Minister. It's not what the people of India are accepting. Each time Rahul Gandhi and his team has made fun of the Prime Minister, abused the Prime Minister, they have been given a befitting reply by the people of India. One learns from their mistakes, but Rahul Gandhi, the only thing that he and his party is learning is to go even one step further. It's very good for us, but unfortunately for the people of India, it's the taxpayers' money which is getting wasted with their drama. You remember when the third time Narendra Modi ji swore in as Prime Minister after he was giving his first speech in Parliament, what was Rahul Gandhi doing? He was doing isharas like this, asking his people, go to the well, do drama. Is this how a responsible leader of opposition behaves? If the continuous period the Prime Minister was speaking, Rahul Gandhi and his teammates were either hooting or creating a ruckus, is that how you honor the mandate of the people? By disrespecting the Prime Minister, you are not only disrespecting the Prime Minister.
Sure.
He is the Prime Minister who has been chosen by the people of India. You are disrespecting every single person of India. And which is why, in turn, you are not getting back to power. The people of India have given you a befitting reply and you are still not running after you claim that at 99, he is he is the next Prime Minister.
Sure, but Radhika Khera, there are other parties. Sure, but there are other parties that have been given the mandate in different states, and Congress too has been given the mandate in different states, and they are claiming that they are not being able to raise those issues of those states, and this includes Samajwadi Party for the Uttar Pradesh and TMC for West Bengal as well. But let me get in Salman Soz because the allegations were being made against the Congress. Yes, 10 seconds, Radhika.
Yeah. Poonam, when you talk about the mandate, have you seen the mandate of Maharashtra and Haryana? They are record mandates. No party has ever come back to power.
Sure.
And this is right
but that does not make the mandate that any of the India bloc parties got in other states any lesser, does it?
Let's talk about Jammu Kashmir and Jharkhand, which happened immediately after the Lok Sabha elections. Congress was decimated in Jammu and Kashmir. In Jharkhand also they went below their previous results. And both the times it was not the Congress which has come to power. And the Congress MB alliance members, whether the TMC or others have...
I'll take that point. But the Congress is still in power in states like Telangana, Karnataka, Himachal, and issues of those states also need to be raised in the parliament. But Salman Soz, Rahul Gandhi today, after meeting the Lok Sabha speaker, came out and said that we want the house to run. will we see him walking the talk? Will we see less of protests outside and more of presence of Congress MPs inside the parliament from tomorrow?
See, Poonam, the point is that we have been trying to get the House to run. In fact, we are saying the House must run, both houses must run. I think it is a very strange situation where the Treasury benches, the ruling party doesn't want the Houses run. There's a reason for that. And it's a bit rich of Radhika Khera to talk about taxpayers' money. Let me tell you what they've done with taxpayers' money. What they've done with taxpayers' money is that they've basically written off 16 lakh, it must be 18 lakh crore rupees by now. Who have they written off that money for? Taxpayer money? For you, Poonam? Or for me? Or for Radhika? No. They've done it for the richest, wealthiest people in this country. Ask them. We are basically saying that there is cronyism in this country that is hurting poor people, middle class, everybody. We must have a debate about that. And at the top of that, we're talking about Mr. Adani and how his companies have basically taken over key sectors in this country, whether you talk about ports, airports, power generation, coal mining. You talk about all these things now. You know, all you have to do is do some basic research, and you can see that crony sectors where some companies, because of influence with the government, can actually corner markets. The billionaire wealth derived from crony sectors has risen from 29% in 2016 to 43% in 2021. Poonam, if you love India, if Radhika loves India, if I love India, if Bhuvanji or Kailashji, if we love India, we must ask, is this good for the country? These are the issues that we want to raise in Parliament. We want to raise in Parliament.
Sure, but then Salman Soz, yes, I'll get you in Radhika, but Salman Soz, then let me ask you this.
Nobody allows us.
Okay, then let me ask you this. If the government was to say, fine, we'll address these issues and hold a discussion on this, is the Congress willing to participate in a debate that also discusses the alleged links of the Gandhis and the Congress party with George Soros?
Absolutely.
Because that's not the message that the Congress is sending, at least in Parliament.
The message that we are sending is talk about issues that are important to the people of this country. And these are the issues that I talked about. Cronyism, how key economic sectors have been taken over, how farmers don't have a voice, how Manipur's people are still struggling. Those are issues that need to be discussed.
Sure, but speaking of these issues, Salman Soz,
we're happy to discuss
a lot of
them.
people would have distrust in what the Congress says because you're not walking the talk. As far as the Sambal issue is concerned, when a Congress member of Parliament was speaking in Lok Sabha, all the other Congress members of Parliament were outside protesting. They had walked out. The Samajwadi Party has called you out on that you're not raising the issue of Sambal effectively enough. The same happened with Manipur. When the Prime Minister was addressing that issue last session, opposition walked out.
But look, Sambal, Manipur, farmers, cronyism, all of these are critical issues, vital issues for this country, and we must discuss them in Parliament. The Treasury, but the ruling party is not allowing
so let me ask the same question to Radhika Khera. If the Congress and the opposition is ready to discuss the George Soros alleged link with the Congress party and specifically Rahul and Sonia Gandhi, is the government ready to then talk about Adani?
Or of course, why will we? Okay, I have two things. What I will answer you as well as what Mr. Soz says. Mr. Soz, the Congress which has auctioned India's soul for decades to sustain one family's greed, you do not need to give us gyan on television debates now. Spare us the fake outrage. And as far as the Parliament is concerned, you know that your party has turned it into a ruckus and a circus. And you are running away from debates because Sonia Gandhi's link to George Soros stands exposed. And when you're talking about loving your country, please answer why Sonia Gandhi loves the country which accepted her with open arms despite her being a foreigner after she married Rajiv Gandhi over here. And we accepted her, let her become a member of Parliament. The people of India gave her so much love and respect. And what has she done in return? Aligned with George Soros and that entire agency which is promoting Kashmir as a separate country. It's shameful. If this is not Deshbro, then what is? The country has given so much love and respect to Sonia Gandhi ji, and what has she given in return?
But Radhika Khera, if there is credence, in these allegations, sure.